The city breathes in unison, an iron lung of steam. Each cobblestone a worn-out cog in a perfectly grinding dream. The gas lamps flicker on the dot. They paint the alleyways in gold. And every story's been written down and every future has been sold. They wake up with the whistle's cry. They walk a path of polished brass. They fit the mold, they don't ask why. They let the moments tick and pass. And I watch them from my window seat. A child of 7, maybe. But I'm just a ghost inside the great machine. A ghost nobody's ever seen. I try to count the ticks, 1, 2, to keep my thoughts from taking flight. I try to find the faulty screw that made my mind not work right. Was it a wire that got crossed? A spring wound just a little tight? I'm searching for the thing I lost beneath the pale gas lamplight. But I find nothing, just the hum, a current no one else can feel. And the terrifying silence of a world that feels too real. This is the awakening, the first cold, lonely dawn, when you realize the place you're in is not where you belong. Just a ghost inside the machine, all alone. Sunrise paints the suit stained glass a shade of weary gray. Another shift, another day to earn your place and pay. The great machine demands its toll, a mind of brass and steam to fit the mold, to play the role, to kill the waking dream. And I see them marching one by one, their faces blank and set on futures that were fruit and spun before they'd even met. I try to march, I try to learn, I try to stand in line, but there's a hum, a frantic burn in this chaotic mind of mine. Teachers droning brass and chrome, but my mind has left its home. It's chasing steam kites through the dome and tracing maps on ancient tome. He's talking gears and piston thrusts, and I'm thinking about the rust and how the city turns to dust. A matter of betrayed trust, a cogent argument he makes on leverage and force, but my attention span just breaks and gallops off course like a horse that's seen a snake. For goodness sake, the lecture starts to bend and blur. A million tiny thoughts awake and cause a silent, frantic stir. They want a clockwork soldier with a perk. They want spring, they want a soul that's colder and a simple song to sing. But my thoughts are spider spinning threads you can't unpick. Why can't I make it stop? Why can't I make it tick? One thought, two thoughts, red thought, blue thought, new thought. Who thought you thought that would work? Look, the foreman has a smirk. He sees the daydream and the quirk. He sees the dirt under my nails from scratching patterns in the grime. I'm losing time, committing crimes against the forward march of time. And time is money, time is work, and work is virtue, work is strength. I've gone the length and back again to keep my focus, but the fence is broken and the sheep are out. They're running wild inside my skull, a silent scream and manic shout that makes the world outside feel gold, 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 gold. And in the quiet, after the storm subsides, when all the frantic energy just hides, a voice asks, what if the glitch is the art? What if the broken gear is the beating heart? What if the chaos isn't a disease, but a language spoken on a different breeze? The great machine keeps turning. It doesn't notice one small cog that slipped its.
And there we go. Hi Tomcat, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hey, wait. Would you please track me? Come on, track me. Hold on, my camera's not tracking. What a start. There we go. Are you tracking me now, please? What the hell? Yeah, it is, Tomcat, it is. Wait, why isn't the tracking working? Oh, hold on, that's the gesture control. Oh, no, that was wrong. I didn't want to click that. There we go. Now you're tracking me. Yes, now it's tracking me. Lovely. All right. Yeah, a lab, exactly, because we are trying new recipes I haven't tried before, and that is an experiment. And where do you do experiments? In a lab. All right. Yeah, it's kind of steampunky. That was the style I was going for. And there's also another one which we're going to switch to. Actually, we can switch to that right now. Hold on, I need to turn down the volume on my end. There we go, that's better. And I want to switch to this one, which is a little bit more close-up of the cutting area and the stove. All right, today we're going to do two salads. Salad number one is going to be a Oriental couscous salad with bell peppers. Let me quickly check what else. Bell peppers, mint, cucumbers, tomatoes, chickpeas, and stuff like that. And the second one is gonna be a Mediterranean noodle salad with some tomatoes, feta cheese, some sun-dried tomatoes, and some basil. So all pretty simple, just a side salad for the barbecue I'm invited to this afternoon. All right, hold on, I need to get those two recipes over here, otherwise I'm gonna have a problem. Come on.
can't see. I'm testing every lock and gate. I'm mouthing off to men in suits. I'm staying out till far too late. Forgetting
there we go. And that one over here. Alright, we're gonna start off by putting some water to boil for the noodles and also heating some water for the couscous. Okay, let's fire you up full power, and let's take a second pot for the couscous.
And the whole performance, all the rage is just a test, a stupid game to see if someone, anyone, will come and call me by my name.
There we go. All right. I got stuck in one of my cables, which is not a good sign. Quickly check. You're still working, right? Yes, you are. Lovely. All right. Let me get a quick overview of the recipe because I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Where's my mouse?
The whispers used to have a tune.
What the hell?
Melody of doubt. Now it's a flat and silent rune.
There we are.
The daily whispers all ran out. 'Cause now they don't even pretend. They just turn on a polished heel. The message that they want to send is made of cold.
Binin! Yeah, long time no see. How are you doing? Keggy, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Alright, we're gonna start with the couscous. Because that just needs some boiling water. And we are gonna use this couscous. How have I been? Thank you for... Hold on. Camera, thank you. How I've been? I've been great. Well, no. I'm great now. I haven't been so great the last half year. But that's another thing. Yeah, I had some issues, some mental issues, some back issues, some body issues, some money issues, some work issues, some everything issues, basically. How about you, though? How have you been? And you, Binin, how have you been? Big Ben, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, by the way, let me quickly fix something here. Where are they? Preparing a barbecue? Nice! Same, basically. We are preparing some salads for a barbecue. I've been okay. And, yeah, as you know, and as you read in the announcement probably, there were some issues the last couple of weeks/months, but doing good now. Not great. You think you cut up yesterday morning and having him? Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope she turns up again and is healthy. But yeah, if there is a tumor already, that doesn't sound too good, unfortunately. But yeah, I wish you the best. I wish she comes back healthy. Alright, let's get started. The water is starting to boil. Quickly see, do we want the potlets? No, actually we don't need the potlets. Well, let's put the big one on. Oops, there we go. Alright, we need... Wait, where did I put my measuring cup? Wait, where did I put my measuring cup? Didn't I take it over here? Oh no, I didn't. There it is.
This rage is a fire that's burning me out from the inside. You
know, I think she just chose to go on her terms. I mean, that's the best thing that can happen in my opinion. But yeah, it is the best thing if the animals can go on their own terms, if we don't force them to stay longer than necessary or send them away too early. Peggy Waggy, thank you, I appreciate that.
its size and breathe it in like
Thank you, and I hope you have a great barbecue with some friends, I assume. And if so, I hope you really, really enjoy it.
smothers all the pain and care.
Okay, we're gonna do...
The gears, they slow.
Yeah. Ah, no, we don't need 300 grams. We're gonna do 200 grams of couscous. Well, actually, you know what? Let's weigh it. Why not weigh it? Ah, let's go. Scale. You're a full-time author? Nice, glad to hear that. Oh, that's so cool. How's it going so far? Family. Family is nice as well, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna do 200, no, not pounds, grams, 200 grams of couscous.
So I'm functional, I'm present now. I'm not in at the proper times, but there's a rebel in me anyhow, committing subconscious crimes. I'm still the smart mouth, still the spark that's looking for fuse to light. The gorilla glue only masks the dark, it doesn't really make it bright. Smash the watchman's chronometer just to watch the gears all spill. Pour sugar in the hydrometer.
There we go.
Just for the thrill, just for the kill.
Pretty well. Vinicius does as well better as the other one. Nice. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Bynan. Congratulations. That is so great to hear. Feel free to drop your books in the chat if you want to. I would love to have a look at them. Okay, our couscous water is boiling. That means we need to add some bouillon to give the couscous some flavor. There we go. And we need to add 400 milliliters of water to our couscous and let it sit for about 10 minutes. Make sure everything has dissolved in there. There we go. So there we go. Lovely, let's give that a stir. Wonderful, but wait, I forgot to turn on this lovely thing. Hey Bev, how are you doing? And thank you for the gifted subject, Ben. How are you, Bev? We haven't talked in a while, I hope you're doing well. How is life treating you? Let's get plate on top to cover that. Yeah, it's a little bit scuffed still. The setup is still not working as I wanted to. But yeah, oh, by the way, the zoom is a little bit extreme, isn't it? Why didn't anybody say anything? There, that should be a better zoom, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it? Wait, I'm semi-transparent? Let me see. Doesn't look like that to me. But yeah, if it is, it's not wrong, right? I'm a ghost in my own life anyway, am I not? Alright, the couscous is... Oh, the water for the noodles is boiling as well. Let's salt that and throw our noodles in. There we go. 1K ratings recently? Nice. You enjoying a lot, especially the latest books, the 4.8 rating? Lovely. Yeah, these are going to be the preparations for the barbecue. Exactly that. We're going to make 2 salads, a Mediterranean noodle salad and an Oriental couscous salad. Let's see. I need to organize myself. Give me a moment. Let's get the scale away. Let's get our noodles into the water and set a timer for 10 minutes. Oh, cool.
Says that must have been exhausting.
I can
But all that work,
actually give
all that
something,
energy,
a new feature a try.
you already believe about yourself.
Let's wait a
She doesn't
second
yell,
before I
she
put those
doesn't
in.
scream, she
1
doesn't call
second.
my parents. She assigns me to the kitchen. You've broken enough. He says, let's see if you can create. I refuse. I smash a
Nick
pressure
over
gauge.
there.
The master just hands me a rag and says, we'll need to fix that together. And I don't know what to do. The
We
fight is
need
gone.
a
There's nothing to
countdown
push against.
timer.
No chains, no rules.
There we go.
But the walls don't shake or fall. They built a cage that's strong
And we're
enough
gonna go
to stand
here.
and catch it all. And for the first time in my life, beneath the foreign moon, the quiet feels more like a bomb than an empty waiting tomb. Maybe. This is my cocoon.
10 minutes. Wait,
This is my
what am I gonna press start? Oh no, that's wrong. Stop. Oh, here I have to press start. Let's see. Start. Why are you not visible? Oh, stop. Okay, it doesn't work that easily. Or wait, if I press start on this one? Oh, that one works. Okay.
The kitchen walls stopped
Go up.
closing in. The silence was an attack.
Rid of you.
And Ingar's advice was just begin. There's no use in looking back. But the gears and pistons felt too loud.
Oh, okay,
The
I have
math too
commands for
clean,
that.
the
Let's
lines
see
too
how they
straight.
work.
So I drifted from the focused crowd and found myself at the kitchen gate. And the master there, a man named Lars, with flour dust and calloused hands. He didn't care about the
let's try that
scars
again.
or any of my failed commands. He just said, boy, you gotta eat.
Ah, there we go.
So learn to cook, learn to
Countdown.
starve. He tossed an apron at my feet and gave me a potato to carve. And something
There we go. Ha! Now we finally have a countdown right there on stream. But we have to put noodles in, otherwise the countdown doesn't work, right? So in with our noodles. There we go. Lovely. All right, let's continue. Let's have a look at our recipe. Oh yeah, we're gonna start with the okay, we have to prepare the chickpeas. Get a small bowl and a sieve and our chickpeas. Be right back. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna just do that quickly here. There we go. Wait, I unlocked you. Oh, there. Perfect. All right, we're gonna empty out our chickpeas. We're gonna wash off all that lovely aquafaba, because we do not want that in the salad.
I'm mixing spices, learning French for sauces rich in terminology. I'm sitting on a classroom bench and passing damn biology. The boy who lived inside a storm, who only knew to fight and flee, is finding a surprising form of quiet capability. The teachers who all wrote me off would never recognize me now. The angry, broken, bitter scoff has turned into a hopeful vow. I pack my bags to go back home, diploma in my shaking hand. A map of a world I could now roam, a person I could understand.
There we go.
The ruin isn't gone, you know. The foundations are still cracked and deep, but for the first time, seeds can grow and their promises.
Oh,
to keep.
nice.
I walked
I'm gonna have to
into an
check that
office
out after
crowd,
stream.
an apprenticeship,
Perfect,
a brand
Binion.
new start,
Very cool.
and whispered to myself out loud, this is the
Yeah, the music tournaments. It will take a while before they are going to be back, because A, I don't want to commit on doing a stream every Friday, and B, the software is completely broken at the moment. I have to basically completely rewrite it, and I don't know when I will have the energy or time for that. So yeah, it will take a while before they are back, unfortunately. All right, this one has the chickpeas have to be mixed with some or noodles are cooking are boiling over. That's not good. I'm gonna clean those up in a moment. We're gonna add some lovely olive oil to our chickpeas. There we go. And we're gonna add some salt and some paprika. Silence! Yeah, I'm alive. It's hard to believe, I know, but I am alive. Or have I been resurrected? Hold on, I forgot to re-lock our... There we go. I might have been resurrected, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, where's our paprika? On our lovely spice tray, where are you? Yeah, paprika. There we go. Let's get a spoon and give that a lovely mix. And we're gonna let those stand and marinate while we prepare more. I need more space. Holy hell. Yeah, for the white look in his stuff. True. There might be something coming. I might have ordered a thing or two that should arrive sometime this week and next week. Yeah, Silas, finally all is more or less well again. There are still some issues, but mostly everything is normal again. Oh, now I see the semi-transparent part. Hold on. Let me quickly fix that. No, that can't be the color correction, can it?
Walked for hours, didn't know where I was going.
Oh,
the Gorilla Glue hadn't just
huh.
been the anchor that dragged me under.
In that case, I actually have no clue why I'm semi-transparent. Oh, it must be the background removal from NVIDIA. That's probably the reason. Stupid. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do anything about that or change the levels of that. Maybe because I'm actually a ghost? Yeah. I'm a ghost in a machine and nobody has ever seen. Right? Aren't we all? There's ghosts in this machine of life. Oops. Oh no, go. Turn on. There we go. Yeah, I always try something new and I was kind of sick and tired of the old looks. So I was going for more of a steampunk style. Hopefully it worked. And hopefully I don't get bored of that one soon. But probably not.
Landed in a city where nobody
okay, timer 4 minutes to go. Lovely. Oh, thank you, Tom Kid. I appreciate that. It's missing the Angola flag. Yeah, good point. Good point. Steampunk deliciousness. Yeah, exactly. I might have ordered some stuff to enhance that theme as well. But we'll see what kind of stuff it is once it arrives. It was pretty cheap, so I'm not sure about the quality. Alright, no, I'm gonna wait until the couscous is ready before we're gonna start cutting stuff down. I mean, we have a lot of time. I have 3 hours to prepare these two salads. So, there's no reason to rush. But we can start preparing the dressing. For the dressing we need olive oil, lemon juice, honey, salt and pepper. And that's it. Very, very simple. So we're gonna prepare that in this little bottle here. Hold on, there, in this little bottle. Those kind of bottles, be it like this one, which is kind of a, hold on, that way, which is kind of a no lemonade drink, I don't know. Or these ones, the little Starbucks bottles, if you know them. They are perfect for doing dressings. Because you can just put your oil in and wait for a little bit. Get as much as possible in there. Let's go something like this.
This wasn't a phase, this was a slow motion suicide.
Actually, what are the supposed amounts?
To another city in the night, no fight left in me, just the ache for one more stupid clean slate break, a coward's journey through and through, cause I didn't know what else to do. Landed in a city where nobody knows my name. It all felt so familiar, it all felt so much the same.
Found somewhere down there?
Place, a name I knew from years ago.
I'm not sure you want to be.
Because
that boy from Denmark, at that point in his life, is pretty fucked. Okay, it doesn't say anything about the amounts, so I'm just gonna try to wing it. We need some lemon juice. I'm gonna use lime juice instead, because I couldn't get lemon juice. But that should be okay as well, I think.
So the glue was
but we can use the last bits of my lemon juice I still have.
Quit the code, I quit the screen, the corporate life that felt so fake, and poured my soul into every scene of cash I had for goodness sake, into a dream of kings and queens.
Then we're gonna add some salt and pepper.
Gamble on a roll of dice, and for a while my mind felt right. The chaos was a perfect fit, the multitasking day and night. I didn't have a chance to sit and think about the mess I was. I thrived on pressure, risk, and speed. I finally had a word.
Is there a story for why I was gone? Or is it too personal? There definitely is a story, but it's definitely not too personal. As you know, I'm always very, very open with everything on this channel, so I have no problems talking about that. I did have some psychological issues, basically. I was in kind of a I dropped into a different way of doing this. I basically dropped in a pretty deep depressive hole in December of last year, over Christmas. And it took me until mid of February to get out of. And to be honest, I'm still not 100% out of it, but I'm working on it every day. Yeah, and then I wanted to start streaming again in the middle of February originally. That was the plan for my birthday. And to be fair, everything was ready to go. Yeah, I know, Tomcat. That's okay. Oh, by the way, the time is over. And we're once again not tracking. You can't see me when I'm talking. That's so stupid. Hold on. Find me, please. Here I am. Did you get me? No, you didn't. Hold on. Which way do we have to turn you? This way? Yeah. There we go. And now Laura. Yes, perfect. So, yeah, I worked quite a bit on it over the last few months with my therapist. I've been doing meditation. I've been doing more looking after myself, and yeah, basically accepting that I am okay the way I am, no matter what's happening. And even if I want to sit on the couch for every evening for a whole month, that's okay. There's nobody forcing me to do stuff except myself. And that pressure I put on myself in the last 46 years was just a bit too much. And I need to learn that it's not healthy for me to put that much pressure on myself. Which is also one of the reasons why I don't want to commit to a certain streaming schedule at the moment. Because right now, to be honest, I need to wing it. I need to go by heart and soul and how I feel. And that might mean that there is a 2 or 3 weeks break in between streams, or it might mean that there are 5 streams in a week. I can't see that far in the future. And that's okay. You know, my goal was never to get to to a point where I have like 1,000 viewers and live by... Oh, I hate this camera sometimes. I always forget that I have to do the unlock when I go over to the stove, which is annoying as hell. So yeah, that's basically the state of the union, if you want to say it like that. But yeah, I'm trying to take more care of myself and do more things that I feel like in the moment, instead of planning much, making huge goals that I can't reach anyway, because I don't have the motivation or the energy to do it. I'll just take it slow and easy. Although that is not easy, especially if you've pushed yourself the other way your entire life. I actually first had to learn again what I want and what I need, because I had completely ignored that part for the last 30 years or 40 years. Always doing what I thought others expected of me. And that is not a healthy way to live, as I have realized now. Better late than never, right? Alright, let's give that a nice little shake. Oh, I like the color. Let me give that a taste. Oh, that needs a little bit more sweetness. Let's get some more honey in there. Hopefully without losing too much on the board. Alright, our couscous should be ready as well, which means we can start cutting stuff down and mixing the whole thing. There we go. Give that another shake once I've gotten another paper towel over here. There we go. Not local, but it's from Denmark. When I was in Denmark last year in August, that's where I bought it. From that one place that was a little bit cult-like, if you remember. Yeah, it's something that everybody should prioritize, in my opinion, Kegi. Just taking care of themselves and,
Remember the ghost.
yeah, doing what feels right for you and nobody else. Who cares about anybody else, right? Oh, look at that couscous. Perfect. Now we can give that a little stir and fluff it up. Let's get some space first. Holy crap. Oh, that honey is really good. Oh. Cut like honey. In this case, it's a really good thing. The Carls, they made the world's best honey in 2017. They got some kind of gold plaque for it at some kind of worldwide honey championships, which I didn't even know existed. Adam, welcome. How are you doing? How is your day, week, month, year going so far? I hope everything's well. Alright, that's our lovely couscous. Now we can start cutting stuff up and putting in there. Their competition for literally anything? Yeah. That's true, Beth. They just stole them. Stole it, absolutely. Okay, we've got a red bell pepper to throw in there. Let's get that cut down.
unexpected seeds and giving them the gift of time. My dream is in a 9 to 5. It's not a pension or a plan. It's the radical, rebellious drive to be the most authentic man.
There we go.
I can. It's living my life.
Woo. The Great German Bake Off. Yep. I mean, there's even a MasterChef Germany, right? So, yeah. It is true, there are competitions for everything. It's almost like with porn, isn't it? If you can imagine it, there is porn for it. Or, if you can imagine it, there's a competition for it. Kind of feels similar. To me, at least. I want to cut them even smaller than that. Enough bell pepper, well chosen? Yeah. Bell peppers are one of the loveliest vegetables that you can eat, I think. I do love the orange ones more, to be honest. But in the end, they're all the same, aren't they? There is no difference between a red bell pepper, a yellow bell pepper, a green bell pepper, an orange bell pepper, or any other color of bell pepper. Bell pepper is bell pepper is bell pepper is bell pepper. Time to get tongue twisted. Orange and green? Oh no, I don't like the green ones. They are far too bitter for my taste. Or paprika, yeah, exactly. They're called paprika in Germany as well. But I got used to the English name simply because, well, most of the recipes I read are in English. Not these two, though. These two are both recipes I got from German websites. For some reason, salads like these are not well represented on American food blogs. I don't know why. Tried a nice recipe last. Homemade Irish cream. Oh, that sounds amazing. What I'm cooking. We're doing 2 salads for a barbecue that I'm invited to this afternoon. One is a couscous, or an oriental couscous salad with chickpeas, bell peppers, mint, tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions. And the other one is going to be a Mediterranean noodle salad with feta cheese and tomatoes and sun-dried tomatoes and stuff like that. Went to Scotland and picked up a bottle of whiskey. Oh. The bottle was so pretty, I can imagine. Most or many of those small distilleries have amazing bottle designs. Oh, no, you didn't lose me. Lovely.
He calls my name. A sudden crack that shatters all the glass I spun. Boy, are you with us? Come on back.
Actually,
but I was never.
am I covering too much of the cooking of the cutting board? Because I could move myself and make myself a little bit smaller if I'm covering up too much. Usually with the rum goes great with mushrooms. Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. Should we be longer? Yeah, you should have. Should have just arrived at the beginning. I invited everybody who was here the moment I hit start stream. You like peppers, just don't include mushrooms in there? I mean, mushrooms can be really nice, if prepared nicely. You hate peppers but love mushrooms? Nice. You made yourself turned up more expensive than normal Baileys. I mean, isn't it mostly that way when you when you recreate something at home? Most of the cases, it's more expensive, but tastes better. All right, we've got our 2 little tiny cucumbers here. We're gonna get those in as well.
Was it a wire that got crossed? A spring wound just a little tight? I'm searching for the thing I lost.
How do we do this? Yeah, I think we're just gonna cut you down in stripes. And cut those in stripes as well, and then cut those in little cubes.
And the terrifying silence of a world that feels too real. This is the awakening.
No, that's sliding around too much. We don't want that.
When you realize the place you're in is not where
Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use the outer parts. Because the middle part is a little bit too watery. I really don't like the taste. I mean, to each their own by Nin, right? Oh. Danish Kava. I made quite a few changes since since 2 weeks ago. I've basically moved the entire setup back to my main PC, which is much more powerful than my kitchen PC. So all the stuttering issues and stuff like that shouldn't be an issue anymore, hopefully.
Another shift, another day to earn your place and pay. The great machine demands its toll, a mind of brass and steam to fit the mold, to play the role, to kill the waking dream. And I see them marching one by one, their faces blank and set.
Why is cucumber so freaking tasty? Yeah, I know, I'm a little bit see-through. I've mentioned that already. It's the NVIDIA background remover. For some reason it, thinks my hoodie should be removed. There we go, and the last 2 slices. I'm actually not sure I'm going to use the second cucumber. That might be a little bit too much.
Red thought, blue thought, new thought, who thought?
There we go.
That would work.
Well, how did it be for me to make Denmark? Somewhere 5,000 to 9,000 Canadian. Dollars could be like 50. No, they're not that. It's not that expensive. Who's this band? That's a very good question. Let me give you a link to that band. This is the band.
In the quiet, after the storm subsides, when all the frantic energy just hides, a voice asks, the glitch is the art. What if the broken gear
All right.
is beating hard?
Okay, I'm going to use half the other cucumber. The other half is going to go to Buddy, since he loves cucumber almost as much as I do.
Doesn't notice one small cog that slipped its track. It doesn't care, it has no feeling. And from down here in the dirt between the cracks, I can finally see the sky. I can finally see all the beautiful. I can finally see all the beautiful, broken, useless things. And I think I'm not the one who needs fixing.
That did work. To save that, you need to pay a lot of that first. Yeah, I know that feeling. Oh, thank you, Kagi. That is an album I've been working on for the last half year, which basically chronicles my life story. Of course, with a lot of what's it called? A lot of creative freedom. But in general, I would say it's 90% of my life story. And that is one of the reasons, or one of the things that really helped me over the last half a year to basically confront myself about my life and talking honestly about what I've experienced and not pushing it down and trying to ignore it. Of course, by Nina Joy. Yeah, right? That looks cool. I was quite happy when I figured that out. Alright, now we need to take our tomatoes. We've got some lovely Rispen tomatoes. I don't know what they're called in English. Probably just cocktail tomatoes. These ones. which we are also just gonna cut into small pieces and throw into the couscous as well. You have to speak up, mate. You speak up. We all have to speak up. Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes you just need to take an honest look at where you are in life and what has brought you here, and yeah, then take the necessary decisions to make your life better. What I gave to Buddy, cucumber. He loves cucumber, and it's perfect because he doesn't get fat from it. So I like to give him cucumber whenever I have any left over. All right, these are our lovely, lovely tomatoes. Lots of time, you don't know how many times you've been on depression and survived through that. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Adam, but I'm happy that you got through it. Because too many people don't, right? And that is horrible. Okay, they're gonna take some time to cut down because I want to cut them down into really small pieces. And that just takes tedious work. Luckily, my knife is sharp. Cherry tomatoes. They're really tiny and but very good cherry tomatoes. Well, the outside world can be a horrible place sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you don't feel like you're fitting in and you're not a part of everybody of the society that everybody else is. These tomatoes actually are called Rispentomaten in Germany. I have no idea what the appropriate English translation would be.
The day the whispers all ran out, 'cause now they don't even pretend. They just turn on a polished heel. The message that they want to send is
3 cuts per tomato.
Shoulders go rigid when I'm near. Conversations cut to black. I am the ambient pulsing.
That could be a Q test. How do you turn a tomato into 8 pieces with only 3 cuts? Unfortunately, I think a lot of people wouldn't be able to figure it out. Although I'm pretty sure everybody of you would be able to figure it out. I felt like you fit in anywhere. I've come to terms with it. Anyway, I don't feel lonely anymore. It's all good. But a place like you like going, which is your second home, is down the festival. It makes me happy, but happens every year. Yeah. I know that feeling of not feeling like you fit in anywhere. I mean, I don't know how many of you are aware of my life story. I'm just going to give you a minor rundown. I was born to my biological mother, and after 6 months, she decided it was too much for her and gave me up for adoption and left the country. When I was a year, I was adopted by a lovely, lovely couple, my mom and my dad. And when I was 4, my dad decided, oh, Charles, bit too much for me, I'm gonna leave. So I was left with my mom. Then when I was 13, my mom decided, ooh, too much to handle, I'm gonna send him to his dad. A year later, my dad decided, ooh, too much to handle, and they sent me to a boarding school. So, as you can imagine, I got, or as you can see, I got pushed, I got moved around quite a lot, and nobody gave me that feeling of, you're welcome here, we want you to stay here, and that's just something that is ingrained in my personality nowadays. It's just, I can't believe that there's anybody out there who likes me for me. I've gotten better at realizing that that is not reality, but that's how I felt for a very, very long time.
Leaving me hollow, a scorched earth asylum with nowhere to go. The anger is heavy.
I didn't remember the monkey who sent me out. I'm so sad. Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that, Tomcat. But it happens, you know? I don't know how many mugs and plates and I don't know what I've broken over the years. Even stuff that meant a lot to me. But I feel you, it is annoying. Absolutely.
You heat the vial till the liquid sighs and breathe it in like winter air.
That's something I've should have been more chorus. It happens, Tomcat. Yeah, I mean, Kaba, I'm glad that you feel that, or that I come across that way, because I generally am. I mean, I've also been taken advantage of for more times than I can count. It left me in the end with over 70,000 euros of debt that I had to pay off. And after that, I made a conscious decision to not distrust every person I meet. Quite the opposite. I've made the decision to trust everybody 100% when I first meet them. And even if they disappoint me or take advantage of me, I don't want to give that up. I still want to be that open and welcoming and trusting person in my life. Gothrush! This is a new steampunk streamer. I don't know if you have seen him before. Probably not. Yeah, it is a conscious and a difficult decision that you have to remake every single day, basically. But it's okay. It's okay. It's worth it, in my opinion. Okay, we need to cut down some. What is petersilia? Fuck. The clock on the wall is wrong. Well, the clock is right. At least twice a day. Okay? No. Black Sabbath concert, nice! Enjoy, Adam! I hope that is gonna be fun. Yeah, I did. I posted an announcement 2 days ago. I posted a go live message about an hour ago. So yeah, I did announce. How are you doing though, Gothrush? I hope you're doing well. How has life been treating you? I mean, it's been a while since we've talked to each other. I haven't been live for a while, as you know. But I'm happy to be back. Doing all right? Oh, that's good to hear. Glad to hear that, my friend.
New port, new cage, new set of.
Yeah, I bought myself a new chair for my desk, simply because, as some of you might have read in the announcements, I had some back issues in the last couple of weeks, and I now got one of these. I don't know how to call them in English. In German, they're called kneeling stools. Wait, let me see. I don't know if the camera. No, the camera probably won't pick it up. It's basically a chair where you kneel in instead of sitting straight up, which gives a really nice, or which forces you to train to move your back muscles the entire time, because there's no back plate where you can lean against and stuff like that. And that one has been magic.
No chains, no rules, I'm off the lead, I'm planting disobedience. I'm fueled by anger, hurt, and greed for any chaos that succeeds. I'm skipping class, I'm breaking glass, I'm running faster.
That's our mint. Let's cut that down. Yeah. Oh, I love the smell of fresh mint.
So I'm picking locks and dormitories, writing horror stories on the walls inside. Ignoring all the mandatory lessons about the square, the hypotenuse, I stay put. In the boiler room, a place of peace, where the hissing steam can drown the noise. A temporary sweet release from all the condescending voices. I'm caught before the headmaster Ringor. I'm ready for the same old speech. The disappointed, tired, scorn, the final lesson she will teach. About my failure and my
There we go with our mint.
I'm ready to take all the blame. I've practiced this contemptuous stance. She listens to the charges, read a list of chaos and affairs. I'm waiting for her to shake her head and tell me there is nothing left. But she just
Let's
folds her
take
hands and waits.
a bunch of this.
What?
And here I'm actually going to use the stalks as well.
To prove to us what you
I'm just going to
already
cut
believe
them
about yourself.
small enough
She doesn't
so
yell,
you
she
don't even
doesn't
know they're in
scream,
there.
She doesn't call my parents. She assigns me to the kitchen. You've broken enough. He says, let's see if you can create. I refuse. I smash a pressure gauge. The master just hands me a rag and says, we'll need to fix that together. And I don't know what to do. The fight is gone. There's nothing to push against. No chains, no rules. But the walls don't shake or fall. They built a cage that's strong enough to stand and catch it all. And for the first time in my life, beneath the foreign moon, the quiet feels more like a bomb than an empty waiting tomb. Maybe this is my cocoon.
There we go. Okay, and that's the ingredients for the first salad all done. Pretty easy. We've got a bowl of tomatoes, cucumber, what else was in there? Can't remember. Bell pepper, mint, and what the hell was petersilie in English? Crap, let me quickly check.
Kitchen walls.
Parsley, of course, damn it! How could I forget such an easy word? Parsley and mint. We've got some marinated chickpeas over here, marinated in olive oil, salt, pepper, and paprika. And we've got our couscous here. So now all we have to do is throw the whole thing together. I'm going to take a bigger bowl. I'm going to throw in our couscous. There we go. Give that another little turn and fluff up. I'm gonna throw in our chickpeas. I'm gonna throw in our other vegetables. There we go. Oh yeah, lovely, another ad break. I'm gonna give that a lovely little stir. Alright, let me quickly. It doesn't work. Let me quickly do it like manually over here. There we go. You need to get a second job. Currently you have a part-time job, but because it's part-time you don't get enough hours to earn enough money to cover your expenses. As such, you're losing money every month. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, that sounds like you're in a tough spot. I hate that. I hate to hear that, Silas. But I have a similar issue, not as tough as yours, obviously. But I also have the problem that I'm losing money every single month and I don't know where it goes. Especially because I'm really trying to save and I should be earning more than enough. But it just goes. Alright, I'm gonna need to give this a little try to be sure that everything tastes well together. So I'm gonna take a small portion. with the dressing and see how it tastes. Because I don't want to put the dressing into the salad yet. I want to do that once we get ready for the barbecue. Let's get a little bit of the dressing. Okay, let's see.
For the first time.
Please taste good. Oh, oh, that tastes really, really good. Oh yeah.
It's the
Perfect.
review, the big one, the one that they all watch. I'm suited up, I've got my notes, I've taken just a little scotch.
That means salad number 1 is done. Let's cover it in cling film.
This is my moment, my big chance to prove that I belong in here, to kill the whispers and the glitz that says I'll disappear. I walk to the front, the room goes quiet, a firing squad of cheap suit clones. I click the first slide, my pulses are right, I feel it in my rattling bones. I open my mouth to speak the first line, and a static fills my head. The words I practice so clear and fine are gone.
So you need to keep the one job because you need the benefits. Ah, fuck, yeah, that sucks. Honestly, that is one of the things I'm so happy about here in Germany, the healthcare system, because I don't have to worry about stuff like that. Yeah, you got me, nice. I mean, even if I would lose my job, I would still be insured by the state, and I would still get all my medication paid and all my therapy sessions and everything. So, yeah, I really don't envy you, Silas. I'm so sorry to hear that. Alright, time for the second dish. Let me quickly remove all of this stuff. Clean out this bowl because we're going to use it again.
I didn't even pack my desk, I just walked out the building. Walked for hours, didn't know where I was going. The Gorilla Glue hadn't just failed to help, it had been the anchor that dragged me under. It turned the fog into a wall, it took my anxiety and gave it a microphone. The mask didn't just fall, I ripped it off myself and shown everyone the monster. There was no one to blame, no one at all. The mask is gone, and I am naked.
Is AI taking the most jobs now? In certain situations, yes, Gothrush, unfortunately. There were a few situations where the stream was completely modelless, so I decided to just add another little AI helper. It's covered here, but medications aren't. Oh, wow! So they make a difference between doctor visits and the actual medication the doctor prescribes? That's insane. Yeah, here it is. The entire visit is covered, basically. From the moment you go in there till the moment you got all your medication and are back at home. Wait, it's not filling off the chat, is it? There's once in a while there's a chat middle in the middle. I mean, I don't see a single AI chat message in chat right now. It is a long one, yeah, but it's only one. One every half an hour, I think.
A ghost in a new country, determined to be free. And the first thing that I did, a solemn shaky vow, I took the last vial of the glue and poured it out right then and now. And for a week my mind was raw, a living open wire, 1,000 screaming engines.
And I think it only does it when there is an ad break, if I remember correctly.
So I found a different chemical to muddy up the stream.
Oh, that's not what I want to
Glue
do.
was a silent fog, a gentle hazy blur, but amber poison is a dog with vicious teeth and Marley.
There we go. All right, time for our second salad, which is a Mediterranean cheese noodle salad with tomatoes and sun-dried tomatoes and basil and feta cheese and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no worries, Gothrush. No, it's just simply to keep chat going if nothing happens. Of course, Silas, always. I mean, I know that a lot of streamers have an issue with trauma dumping. Not that I'm saying that you did that right there, but to me, I think we are all human beings, right? And if I can't take the time to listen to your problems and empathize with them, how can I ever expect you to emphasize with my problems and why I'm not streaming, why I'm taking a break and stuff like that? So for me, it's just human nature to listen to your problems and try to help you, try to give you tips if I can, or at least give you some moral support at the very least. So yeah, never apologize for talking about what is happening in your life. At least not to me. You never have to apologize to me. All right. Wait, where are the? We need the actual recipe how to put everything together. There we go. Okay, noodles. Let me quickly taste them. They still have some bite, not too much though, which is fine. Let me quickly give them a little. Oh. Okay, left them in there too long. They stuck together. So let's give them a little separation. There we go, that's better. Hoppala. There we go. Yeah, we still need them to cool a little bit longer. So we're just going to stand them over there. Now, we've got another package of tomatoes over here. These ones are supposed to be halved only. I don't like that. I'm going to quarter them instead. Simply because then they're a little bit smaller and better bite-sized. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way around. There we go. There we go. The world has ways of pulling rugs. So one and two. The plan was incomplete. The permits pulled, the license void. A bureaucratic swift defeat. A future utterly destroyed. Left with the bitter and the sweet. Taste of failure on my tongue and debts that screamed into night. A song I'd already sung back in the pale projector light. I had no choice. I crawled back home, defeated, broken, full of dread. Back to the soulless monochrome of writing code inside my head. And that's when clarity arrived, a lightning flash inside the storm of all the ways I had contrived to be someone else to change my form. I've been running, got my whole damn life from every city, every school, from every ounce of pain and strife, just following one single rule. Don't let them see the mess inside. But the person I was running from was me. There was nowhere left to hide. My race was run, my legs were numb. My legs was run, my legs were numb. Got a new job, a patient man, a boss who saw the flickering light. He didn't care about the plan, he just cared if I got it right. Cheers, by the way. You did reach out to an employment on your way back for help? Or you had to pause that because you ended up with disability leave for a while? Yeah, it's tough to get going again after something like that, but it definitely helps. And I'm sure they can help you in some way, shape, or form. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a bigger bowl right away. Oh, I need to give that a little rinse. I haven't used that in a while. Normally all my bowls are regularly in use, but not this one. There we go. It has a name. ADHD. And suddenly, the storm was just the sea. There we go. I think that's going to be a better size for the noodle salad that we are preparing. All right. Now we're going to throw in our feta cheese. We're just supposed to break it up with our fingers, which we are going to do. I love how crumbly feta is, and it's so tasty as well. There we go. Let's quickly take you. Very helpful.
To a different room, a husband and a wife, the architects to chase the gloom out of my fractured, broken life. The first one gave
there we go.
name, but these two gave me tools and
Never been a fan of feta cheese? For me, it's one of the best cheeses in salads and stuff. Because mozzarella always has the issue that it just doesn't taste of anything, I think, unless you have balsamico and stuff like that. While feta has such an amazing taste in and of itself. So, yeah, I love it more than anything. There we go. Next step, we've got some pine seeds, which we are gonna have to roast in a pan with some sunflower oil. Oh, no, 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 you're not supposed to turn on. Let's put you over here then. On. Let's give you a bit of heat, not too much. Some oil.
Meditation, observation, letting feelings ebb and flow. A radical new conversation with the man I didn't know. Lived inside me, scared and small. The boy who
Unlike stinky brown cheese. Yeah, agreed. Ratiska, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. How is your life? By the way, I have to say, that tattoo you posted, that looks freaking amazing. So cute. You prefer Norwegian goat cheese? I mean, goat cheese is freaking amazing as well. So, I fully get that. Brie, yeah, I like brie as well. Or camembert. I mean, there are a lot of cheeses I love. I basically don't like the too stinky cheeses. Let's give some feta to Buddy. Alright. Oh, I forgot to cut down our dried tomatoes. Okay, we're not going to use too many of those. Maybe like this. Oh, like this. To the bike during a break after 13 kilometers. Nice! The stinkier the better. I wouldn't say I agree with that, Gothrush. I mean, they can be nice, but in most cases they're too intense for me. Or for my taste, at least.
Remember the ghost in the great machine? The boy at the window, watching the rain. He felt a rhythm strange and deep, a secret storm while others sleep. I see him now, the rebel of brass, on a funeral pyre of broken glass. Not with regret or with disdain, just a lost kid stuck in the pain. I remember the running, the endless chase, the gorilla glue haze that stole the days.
Don't twitch and bike. That's good. That's a good suggestion, Gothrush.
The poker rooms, collapsing frame, the public failure and the shame, the pain inside, a tidal wave, a life I fought so hard to save. I am the rebel of fast, a symphony of broken parts, a map made from a million scars that decorate my weary heart. But the rust is not.
I always find this leathery texture of sun-dried tomatoes to be so weird. I mean, I obviously understand how it comes to be, but still, it feels so weird under your fingers. Soft, but not soft.
And what remains is not a flaw. It's just a different kind of law. A mind that's
You want to restore in the ice cream? I mean,
race is never truly
I feel left out, Ratiska. Where's my ice cream?
needs. It's not a corporate ladder climb. It's planting unexpected seeds and giving them the gift
There we go.
of time.
You burped. That's okay.
My dream is in a 9 to 5. It's not a
In Germany, we have a saying which is called
it's the radical rebellion.
Warum furzet und rülpset ihr nicht? Hat es euch nicht geschmecket? Which basically translates to why aren't you burping and farting? Didn't it taste good? Which I think everybody should take to heart.
My dreams, anything but 9 to 5.
Oh, we need to give those a little stir so they don't burn. That wouldn't be good. Take my bike and join. Are you gonna wait until Wednesday at the store? I'll be there on Wednesday, I promise. Okay, no, we're not gonna do the dressing yet. Oh, sure, alright. Guys, that's end of stream. I'm gonna head to my bike and visit Ratiska. I wish. I have to work, unfortunately, which I don't want.
This is me.
Okay, time for the second dressing. Let me quickly see how I'm gonna do that dressing. Because I have a feeling I need another container for that. Where is that?
The city breathes in unison, an iron lung of steam. Each cobblestone a worn-out cog in a perfect.
Let's take one of these. Oh, they are too small, aren't they?
The gas lamps flicker on the dot.
You?
Paint the alleyways.
You're too big. I don't know which size I'm gonna need.
Written down and
I'm gonna take it far. No, I'm gonna. Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
The whistles cry. They walk a path of polished brides. They fit the mold, they don't ask why. They let the
We're gonna mix the dressing on in this bowl, and then we're gonna move it around. I'm levitating. Wait, camera, hi. Got me? Got me. It got me again. Wait, show up. There we go. No worries, just gonna enjoy the rest of your bike ride.
Pressure, force, and thrust.
Where did I put the...
His words are dust motes in my ears. My mind is lost to wanderlust.
Good thing I'm wearing pants? Yep. Always wear pants, people.
I'm somewhere else. I'm tracing patterns.
Especially in public. We've got some mutty tomatoes,
inside a single drop of rain.
which we are gonna throw in
He's explaining logic, sequence,
here.
the way the world is meant to be. But my thoughts are
According to the recipe, we're only supposed to use 150 grams, and this package is 200 grams. So I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna put most of it in.
A sudden crack.
I'll leave a little bit back, like this.
Or are you with us?
There we go. Ooh, no, 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 no. And that happens when you don't watch your seeds. Luckily, I didn't roast all of them at once. Give me a moment. We're gonna have to make new ones. There we go. All cleaned up. Where did I put the package? There. And we're gonna go down with the heat. Definitely down with the heat. Second try. These are not allowed to burn because these are the last ones I have. What else? Balsamico, olive oil, and brown sugar. Olive oil.
Taking flight. I try to find the faulty screw that made my mind not work right. Was it a wire that got crossed? A spring wound just a little tight?
There we go. Oh, there, it's fine. I wish. Okay, they're getting color already. Lovely. We need some balsamico.
A current no one else can feel. And the terrifying silence of a world
Some
that
brown
feels
sugar. Do I have some brown sugar back in here?
the awakening, the first cold lonely
Yes, I do.
when you realize the place you're in is not where you belong, just a ghost inside the machine. All alone.
All right, now let's use you again. Yeah, unfortunately, I forgot to disable the redeems. They only really work at the starting soon screen, unfortunately.
Sunrise paints the suit stained glass, a shade of weary gray. Another shift, another day to earn your place and pay. The great machine demands its toll, a mind of brass and steam to fit the mold, to play the role, to kill the waking dream. And I see them marching one by one, their faces blank and set on futures that were fruit and spun before they'd even met. I try to march, I try to learn, I try to stand in line, but there's a hum of frantic burn in this chaotic mind of mine. Teachers droning brass and chrome, but my mind
There we go.
chasing steam kites through the dome and tracing maps on ancient tomes. He's talking gears and piston thrusts, and I'm thinking about the rust and how the city turns
Yeah,
to
that
dust.
tastes lovely.
Betrayed trust, a cogent argument he makes on leverage and force, but my attention span just breaks and gallops off course like a horse.
Okay, let's throw that in here.
The lecture starts to bend and blur a million times.
Quickly break up all those little noodle balls. Start to move all that together.
One thought, two thoughts, red thought, blue thought, new thought. Who thought you thought that would work? Look, the foreman has a smirk. He sees
There
the
we go.
daydream in the cork. He sees the dirt under my nails from scratching patterns in the grime. I'm losing time, committing
Now,
crimes
while we
against the foreman.
wait
Lots of
for
time.
our
Time is money. Time is work and work is
pines
work is
to
strength. I've gone the length and back again to keep
roast, I'm just gonna quickly cut some balsamico. Some basil.
my skull, a silent scream and manic shout that makes the world outside feel gold. And in the quiet, after the storm subsides, when all the
Throw those basil leaves in there as well.
The glitch is the art. What if the broken gear is the beating heart? What if the chaos isn't a disease?
Seeds, exactly.
The language spoken
Actually, I'm not sure what I know what they're called in English. I just can't remember right now.
keeps turning.
It's not pine seeds. I know that,
Notice one small cog that slipped its track.
but I can't remember the actual name.
It has no feeling, and from down here in the dirt between the cracks, I can finally see the sky. I can finally see all the beautiful. I can finally see all the
All right.
broken,
There's
useless
basil.
things, and I think I'm not the one who needs fixing.
And those are ready as well.
I'm not the one who needs fixing.
Wonderful. And that is the second salad done. And I'm gonna throw in the dressing on this one already, because it will help bind everything together nicely.
The perfect picture cracked and fell. The home became a hollow shell, a treaty broken, parallel lives living in a private hell. And I'm the asset they divide. The second hand soul, the footnote clause, the faulty card they couldn't hide. The living proof of all the flaws. They look at me and see the face of a bargain that went south. The whispered words in this
All right, let's get
poison dripping from the mouth. He was
Bacon with BB, nice, welcome.
one night, so I decided
Let's give that one a try.
that she was goddamn right.
I think that's gonna be nice as well. I'm gonna take a noodle, a tomato, and a piece of feta.
I'll be the problem you created.
Oh yeah.
You can blame it all on me.
I'm gonna add a little bit more basil, I think.
The pressure that you can't
But yeah, that is a lovely second salad. Getting hungry now? Perfect. That's the goal with my streams. make you hungry. Let's get some more basil leaves over here. There we go. A few more leaves. I'm here.
Rewiring the lamps to shine a different color ain't sublime. A little chaos in the scheme, a little spanner in the works. I'm living out a fever dream, exploring all the hidden quirks of the underbelly, dark and deep, where watchmen never dare to tread while all the good kids are asleep. I'm pulling wires from my head and plugging them into the grid. A manic, frantic, buzzing need to do the things they all forbid, to plant a disobedient seed. I'm testing every
there we go.
I'm mouthing off to men in suits. I'm staying out till far too late, forgetting my own grassroots.
Wonderful. And that is a Mediterranean noodle salad. Ready to go. Let's cover that in cling film as well. Where did I put the cling film? There.
Sometimes, in the dead of night, when the steam and fury cease to rise, I lie awake.
Definitely not. Definitely not, Tomcat. You can feel free to play my album wherever you want. YouTube videos, streams. You will never get copyright claimed for anything. Or if you get copyright claimed, I'm gonna remove that claim as fast as possible. Right, doesn't it, Bev? Alright, let me get that in the fridge as well. Does that fit? No, it doesn't. Hold on. That should fit. Yeah, now it fits. Lovely. All right. And that's it. We have finished our salads. It is now 1:30, which means they took 90 minutes, which is perfect, because now I have another 90 minutes to get another shower, get ready, and leave. Bente, welcome. How are you doing? Unfortunately, you are coming just in time to see the end. As I said, we finished the salads. I'm gonna take another hour off for a moment, then take a shower, go there and enjoy a lovely barbecue with my friends. Thank you, Bev. It feels so great to be back. Let's quickly talk about the future. Because I am back. I can promise you that much. We will definitely be streaming regularly from now on again. However, there's one thing I have to say. As I've mentioned earlier in stream, for those of you who weren't here, I've had some mental issues over the last 6 months and some more personal things going on. So I will not commit to a dedicated streaming plan or to a fixed streaming plan. I'm gonna try to get in one stream a week on the weekends, a cooking stream for now. There might be weekends when it won't happen because I have other plans. There might be weekends where I just don't feel like it, to be honest. But I will try to give you a stream once a week. Keep an eye on the Discord for that. I will always announce the streams there as soon as I can 100% guarantee it will happen. I don't want to announce streams that I then have to cancel for some reason. So I will only announce the stream once I know for 100% that it will happen. Which might be a day or two in advance only. So always keep an eye there. But thank you all for being here. It's so great to see you all again. I have really missed this. I'm still feeling quite anxious about it, but I've missed it. I can feel it. Summer, how are you doing? Welcome. So, all right, everyone. Let's quickly see if there's anybody we can raid. Oh, thank you, Keggy. That means a lot. Honestly, that really does mean a lot. All right, let me quickly see if we can find somebody to raid. Is that the one? No, that's who is live.
Screaming for someone to see me.
Where's my raid
Sound just gets
suggestions?
swallowed by the storm.
Where are you? Wait a second. Now, let me quickly go and check if I can find somebody who is live right now who we can raid out to. Come on, load.
People recently shoot their shot with me, and I had
This rage is a fire that's burning
Anybody with cooking live?
you know, leaving me hollow,
Nobody we know.
nowhere.
No, wait. Go away.
The heat. I'm fighting a war in my head on an endless
In that
repeating
case,
loop
let's
beat
go.
till I met a chemist, a back alley prophet with thighs like machine oil. Said he had a cure for the psychic turmoil, a way to
Come on, who is live? Somebody must be live.
Hazy release, he called it gorilla glue, a crinkle and tincture he promised.
Where the hell is that coming from?
The vial till the liquid sighs, and breathe it in like wind.
There is one. Thomas Two Bread. I don't know him, but he seems to be baking bread. And he seems to be Danish. Nice. That is who we are gonna raid. I hope you're all ready. Again, thank you so much for being here. Salt, welcome, and bye. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, we're gonna raid out to Thomas Two Bread. I don't know them, but they are doing baking bread, I think. And yeah, I hope I will see all of you again very soon. I'm currently planning on a stream for next weekend, but I'm not 100% sure that will work out because my stepfather has had its birthday yesterday and he's throwing a party next weekend, so I can't promise anything, but that's what I'm going for right now. Anyway, I hope you're all ready. Head over to Thomas. Say hi from me, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. Wait, where's my shirt? All right, couple of seconds to go. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. It's been a good one. Love you all.